Hello, I'm Michelle Gillis, and today I will do my concept speech on gun control. First, I'd like to introduce my audience.
Lee Gillis.
Drew Gillis.
Josh Noel.
Londa Webb.
Leandria Gillis.
Thank you. We'll start by saying it doesn't matter if you're a girl or a boy. You probably played with one of these as a child. What am I talking about?
A gun.
A gun. You remember the game of Cowboys and Indians, where the little boys wore cowboy hats and the little boys wore the holster around their waist?
Yes.
Y'all remember that?
Yes.
Okay. And also, on every child, and I know Linda, you got boys, on every child's Christmas list was a toy gun. Okay. Remember the birthday parties in the summertime when we had little toy guns and everybody walked around or run around shooting water on each other?
Water guns.
Yes. These are the fun times I remember as a child growing up. Fast forward to 2018, where most teenagers and even adults like these over here enjoy playing video games. The games are no longer innocent fun where the bad guys are always caught, but games today portray graphic violence to include killings of innocent people and bloodshed everywhere. A lot of teenagers today or killers want to emulate the killings that they see on these video games. Things have changed a lot, and it seems that things are changing for the worse. Guns in the hands of children are no longer innocent fun, but are now deadly weapons that pose a threat to people everywhere in the homes, schools, and community. Today, in this speech, I will discuss recent and past gun violence, controversy over present gun laws, and loopholes in gun laws. Gun violence is the leading cause of death in America. I guess you could guess that, right?
Yes.
Two of the deadliest mass shootings that immediately come to my mind were in 2007 at Virginia Tech, where the lives of 32 people were taken before the gunman committed suicide. Then in 2012, the Sandy Hook Elementary School shooting, where 20 children between the ages of 6 and 7, plus 6 adults, were killed at an elementary school in Newton, Connecticut. And prior to going to the school, the gunman even killed his own mother. Can you imagine that?
No.
Now to bring things closer to home, one of the most recent incidents of gun violence was an attack at Marjorie Stone School in Douglas High School in Parkland, Florida, where the former student opened fire and killed several students at the school. And the mass shooting is described as any killing that involves 5 or more people. This particular incident involved 17 students that were killed and several others that were injured. Many students at the school walked out of the classroom, and as you can see here, like different people protesting. And many people down in Florida walked out of the classroom in outrage and protested gun control laws. They advocated to the legislation. Wake up, Drew. They advocated to the legislation for stricter gun control laws, which would hopefully keep the guns out of the hands of the mentally disturbed or violent offenders. According to Wolfgang Stroh, in the article entitled Firearm Availability and Recent Death, gun control argues that proponents of stricter gun control argue that guns are responsible for 32,000 gun-related deaths each year, and the introduction of stricter gun control laws will reduce the death toll. Now that we see that, what epidemic we have with gun control in America, it seems that with each new incident, the debate over gun control laws resurfaces. The controversy resurfaces. Gun control is a topic that gets much backlash from the gun control opponents like the NRA, who feel that stricter gun laws will not solve the problem of violence. According to the article entitled Fewer Guns, Less Homicide, Robert Virtue says a much more promising idea is to focus on keeping guns out of the hands of criminals. With that being said, proposals in favor of stricter gun laws are presently being discussed and involve educating school officials on early recognition of potentially violent and mentally disturbed students. Gun ownership is a constitutional right upheld by the Second Amendment, and many citizens feel that disarming them of their right may mean less protection if they were faced with danger. In general, people tend to have different views based on gun control depending on how it may affect them. According to an article entitled Shrunken Majority Now Favor Restricted Gun Laws by Lydia Stiles. For example, it states, 2/3 of Democrats favor restricted gun laws, while a majority of Republicans and independents would rather they remain as they are or become less strict. 3/4 of gun owners take one of the two more lenient positions on gun control, while nearly as many non-gun owners favor stricter gun laws. Some also argue that guns alone are not the real issue, but that the type of gun is the real problem. No matter what the controversy, it would make sense to conclude that what? Fewer guns would equal less deaths. Would you agree?
Yes.
Now that we talked about gun control and the controversy on gun control, let's discuss the loopholes in gun control. Most guns that's used in the shootings are not ordinary handguns, but most of them are assault weapons. The law does forbid the selling and distribution of such weapons to the civilians, and they are only legal if made before 1986. Well, this poses a problem because it gives opportunity for criminals to get access to the weapons and are still capable of mass destruction. In addition to that, it's legal to sell and buy kits that are used to convert semi-automatic weapons to automatic weapons. This means easy access to the most deadliest kinds of weapons. Illegal gun possession poses yet another problem, with most guns is used to commit crimes being hard to track. The reason being, in most cases, the guns are stolen or either purchased illegally from flea markets or on the black market, pawn shops and things like that. That way it makes it hard for them to track. Now that we discussed the controversy over gun control laws, past and present gun violence in America, and loopholes in gun ownership, what do you feel is the solution? We see that little is being done to close the loopholes in gun ownership. What does this mean for me? What does this mean for you? What does it mean for our families? To me, it means living in the constant fear that myself or someone I love will become the victim of gun violence. What more can be done? Shouldn't seeing innocent children laying in caskets and grieving parents pleading for the mercy of the legislation be enough? Something must be done. It is imperative that Congress change the laws and make it harder for killers to get access to guns. They must close the loophole on gun ownership, otherwise guns will continue to get into the wrong hands and innocent men, women, and children will continue to lose their lives senselessly. Thank you.